Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching us from. It's the morning drive here on Gusto TV Africa. And my name is Paul Way. If you see this filler, say I don't come again with hot gist because my head is hot. Your Bible say only me gbona, right? We have interesting hot beats gist, everything Afro beats for you on the morning drive, and we just want to have conversations. We really just want to talk this morning. There's really not so much about reporting. Let's talk, and that's why I always say, let me know in the comment section where you are watching us from. Let us know Ibadan, Akwa Ibom, Lagos, Warri, Johannesburg, the US, everywhere, every part of the world that you can watch us from, and you can see on your screen that we're live. Let us know where you're watching from. I'll be right there to give you a shout. Guys, thank you so very much for what you do for our community. Yesterday was quite heated in the CS. A lot of people having different things to say about the Wizkid issue. It was very, very nice to see. And I see all your takes. We see them and we appreciate them. So continue to do more. We exist for these things and we're so appreciative of your efforts to help us build our community here at Gusto TV Africa. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys have woken up on the right side because it's a beautiful Tuesday morning and I'm so excited to be in front of your faces to share hot beats with you. Guys, let's just go right into it, right? So Afrobeats, like I will always say for the opt-in time, is the most exported commodity, I beg your pardon, out of Africa. And this is undoubted. This is a fact. Take it to the bank and you will cash in. Put it in your spotty and you will cash in. Is the most exported commodity out of Africa. The biggest thing right now, the biggest thing in terms of entertainment, Afrobeats is one of, if not the best commodity right now, after fuel and oil or whatever. And we have our pioneers who have been moving, the movement here and there and taking it to leaps and bounds to different places, different spaces, and flying high the flag of Afrobeats. And we truly appreciate their effort. And one person that has always and continues to be a champion in that aspect of flying the flag very high, emphasis on very high, has been or is Davido Omo Baba Olowo. Now, interesting bits about Davido. Davido, for me, like I say, works extremely hard. I actually love his energy. I love the way he goes about his artistry. I love the way he carries himself like a very simple person, right? Davido is one of the most relatable artists to come out of Africa. He's so approachable, very warm, kind of like brings himself down to every other person's reality, even though he's a rich kid. He's an established music artist. He's an international figure. Emphasis on international figure. He's held it down for a lot of brands, carried himself, gone through different phases of life, lost, won, and undoubtedly still remains the Davido that we know him to be. So he has gone through every phase of life like every other normal human being, whether you're rich or you're average or in the last or in the least spectrum of life or life expectancy or whatever you call it. Davido has walked that path of this is me really, right? And Davido has gone through a phase in his life where he can say to himself, if I retire right now, I think I've done my beats for the movement, right? I mean, take it back to the days of, Omo Babalowo album in 2012, breaking out into the whole Afrobeat scene and, literally just taking everybody by storm. And people coming to appreciate his artistry, see reasons to actually, for lack of, pardon me, fuck with him and, actually just really embrace him as a unique artist. He's been able to grow his fan base, cult following, got his himself the whole 30BG camp thing, which is undoubtedly one of the biggest camps of people supporting an artist, right? Dropped a good time in 2019, dropped a better time, a follow-up album in 2020 to commemorate, a special event in his life, the birth of his son Ifeanyi, and of course, the Timeless album which ushered in a new wave of Davido in 2023. Yes, 2023, right? Of course, coming from the back of the loss of his son, the loss of, very, very close people around him. It was quite a very chaotic, phase for him. But he's been able to mature, get past that, and he's really, really kicking and doing himself a favor by solidifying his presence as one of the biggest stars to come out of the Afrobeat movement, right? Good. Now, he said 2024 is done with it. I'm going to come in 2025 with a brand new Davido, Omo Babalowo. And this time I'm going to do an album on you guys. I'm going to drop a bomb on you guys. It's one of the biggest and sweetest things you'll ever hear in the year 2025. And he says, I'm going to call this one Five. He actually anticipated, the release of this album. Of course, he brought it to life. The ideation was perfect. In 2024, teased it with a cover art design for the project. And in 2025, he's intensifying that. You see, this album is going to be the game changer. And I hope that you guys are ready as much as I am, right? So he's actually teased a couple people who we suspect and we can actually confirm that they will be on the project. Omale was teased to be on the project. Ashake as well. We saw Russian, who is one of the biggest producers in that region. I'm talking of Jamaica. And it seems like he's going to really do a madness with this album. Guys, are you expecting as much as I am? Because I feel like we're going to see a whole new Davido who has come from the back of huge criticism, especially from the FCs who have bashed him back and forth. They were throwing bans and things of that nature. And the beef was stiff. It was between Davido and Wizkid. The first time in the history of Afrobeats, we saw these superstars and these heavyweights go stats for stat, not the band for band thing or start for start. They were constantly, consistently posting their stats on their socials. We never have seen this kind of thing before. It never really happened before. But we saw it in the year 2024. And I bet you we're going to see more because these guys are saying, you know what? If you want to go low, I will go lower. I'm going to dip down to the ends of the earth and go there with you. Whether it's healthy for the culture, whether it's not healthy for the culture, that's a debate that's still on the lips of a lot of people who care to listen and who care to judge and be the umpire. But anyways, that's not what we're looking at. We know that the album is definitely going to drop in 2025. It's going to be an amazing album. But right now, it seems like all is not well with Davido because he has lost one of his biggest or favorite pieces from his jewelry collection. And right now, he's lost the 001 ring that he fondly flaunts, that is always in sight. Everywhere you see Davido, you definitely see that ring on him. And right now, he's lost it. He's in Puerto Rico, I think, having a nice time. He's on holiday, prepping for the release of the Five album. And he said, I'm so sad. You fall inside water for boat for Jamaica, my favorite ring too. I go pay, I won't do another one. He was right here speaking to his jeweler. And for me, that's what it means to be a big money bag. I mean, if me I lose this my fake white gold now, I feel just lie down for ground, they cry. Right. But him just losing a piece of jewelry that he copped for millions of naira and saying, I'm getting back to get a new one in a space of how many hours? That is intensely crazy. And the response came, the ocean gained one. It is what it is. Sometimes, beautiful things come and they go. I'm so sad just thinking of the craftsmanship, I beg your pardon, I put into making this ring. Well, another one is going to be made, obviously, but and Davido, please, not to think calm. And we got comments and reactions from you guys. And it's one of our favorite things here at Gusto TV Africa. And Zed got verified, said, nobody lie past Davido for this live, Sha. All these lies are just to promote him Five album. We no get life. Well, that's your opinion. We'll respect it as well as actually read it out. But we don't know what this is about, whether it's for promotional purposes or anything. We know they there when the ring lost or fall inside water, so we cannot categorically come out to claim that it is false. Anyways, King Lex says, Who won't go find ring inside ocean? Wizkid lost his ring at a show and did chase clout with it. Rather, he said God has blessed the finder. Well, I think you meant to say didn't chase clout with it. Well, different people will react to different things, and I mean how they want to react to it. Some people will take a loss differently than other people will take it. So please let's not beat around the bush about this one. Bro, Davido lost his ring, a ring worth $700K. He didn't even ask people to help find it. He just texted Ice Boss to make him another one. Meanwhile, Wizkid lost his iPhone 11 Pro Max and he didn't let us rest. Levels past levels, Sha. I don't know how Wizkid and Davido will get into this kind of conversations every time. Well, it is what it is. We'll see. When he makes a new one, definitely makes a public announcement for that one. And in another news, one of the biggest birds is saying, guys, I'm still very, very relevant, right? I'm still very relevant. I'm still the biggest bird, and I am one of the goats of Afrobeat, if not the goat of Afrobeat. I am him. I am the one. I am Wizkid Machala. Now, Wizkid has now received over 100 million in streams on Spotify in the year 2025, and we're just 21 days gone. That is incredible. Nicholas Owusu, we see you. You said watching from Ghana. We appreciate you joining. I hope you are enjoying the news this morning. And please tell all your friends to join in from Ghana as well. We like to see you guys and hear your comments and also get in a conversation with you. Well, continuing the news, Wizkid has garnered over 100 million streams in the year 2025, and we're still a few days, or just only a few days gone, 21 days to be precise. Anyways, there's been a lot of conversations as regards how this one has panned out, and people are alluding this to the fact that he's gaining a lot of success from the tax of the one dance song feature that he got featured on by the one and only Drake, and also Skylar was on that record as well. But I mean, let's do a little digging, right? So one dance featuring Wizkid and Skylar was released 16th December 2016. It's been a couple years since that record has been released. It was the first song to do 1 billion stream on Spotify and actually gained a Guinness World Record, right? Let's just put that into perspective, right? So One Dance has done 3.7 billion streams. Hold that one, your right hand. And Wizkid has done a cumulative 8 billion streams, career streams. Hold that in your left hand. Now, 3 million plus, 3 billion plus, I beg your pardon, for one record, a single record, and 8 billion cumulative streams on Spotify. Are we still saying that One Dance is carrying Wizkid? Well, a lot of people have argued that yes, it is true. And because in December, we celebrated a season of or remembering the record One Dance, and people have started to pay attention. Well, let's just quickly take a comment before we delve into, all of that statistic, right? So Owusu said, and let me add this, but we'll know, let me add this, but we all know the truth that Davido no reach Ayo's level. Also, well, that's a strong claim, and we respect your opinion, but let us know why you think that Davido is not much for Wizkid, and we're right there to respond to it and give our thoughts as well. Well, a lot of people have had so much to say, and Starboy DC on X says we shall end Davido this year. Well, you guys slow down on this thing. It's getting too much. We try and be Davido again. I don't know, the thing they come up with all these kind of things, they always tire me. Well, One Dance 80 million, Wizkid 20 million. Guys, you guys, please, just slow down. Travis Wakidi says One Dance 80 million, Wizkid 20 million. I don't know what you mean by that, but at least we can have a little bit of insight to what you're trying to say. And Panya on X says, somebody shout One Dance. Well, so it's looking like One Dance is carrying Wizkid, but that's not what we're saying. But put your thoughts in the comment section if you think that The One Dance song has been carrying Wizkid for a long time. Now, there's not been really pretty news in the coming days, especially here in Nigeria, where a lot of things happen. We love our country. We celebrate our country. We love our people. We're a people-oriented nation. We are friendly people here in Nigeria. But you know, there's no country that doesn't have a bit of instability or concerns, especially with their military formation and things of that nature. So a couple of days, let me give you a backstory. So there was the EFCC, Economic Financial Crimes Commission, do a raid, and it was quite messy, and one of the officials lost their life because he was judged to be an armed robber in the way that it happened. So the breaking and entry happened around 3 a.m. I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm not a good person for that. Anyways, what happened, and the other guy, unfortunately, the law enforcement agent lost his life because Baba thinks in a thief and he fired and ta ta ta. It wasn't good, and people have come out to say a lot of stuff, and that case is still on as we speak, but it has intensified because a lot of people are sharing their thoughts, and one person that has come out to share his thoughts is Skalo. And Scales said, it is quite unfortunate that someone lost his life, but they had it coming. Imagine the trauma I and my family still face till now. I should be feeling bad, but I actually don't. I should be feeling bad, but I actually don't. They had it coming. Imagine, I imagine the day I didn't keep my cool, they would have probably switched the story just like they tried to do, and shame me for something or unalive me for something, right? I will never forgive them. They had it coming. Well, we're not rejoicing over the loss of anybody, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't know, but let me know what your thoughts are. Do you share the same sentiment with Skelo? And Skelo says, well, they came to my house, they didn't ask, they didn't knock, they just broke the door, and I'm not a fraudster. Plus, my whole family was there with me, including my newborn. Imagine being woken up with 4 AKs and 3 sledgehammers with a goddamn. It was like a goddamn horror movie, and it's all because they saw luxurious cars in front of my house. Well, please, everybody stay safe, because since they're gone, but we hope and pray that this kind of things never happens to us again, and we get to find a way around this. And also, pretty news coming from the camp of the Maving Teddy B. I beg your pardon, the Maving crew. Big N has come up to share something very horrific, and we really, really wish him well. We pray that he gets well. Big N had a pretty sad encounter. He says on Sunday, January 12th, a night out turned out both the worst and most teachable experience in my life. He went out to say that he had an encounter with robbers in SA, and he got shot in the leg. It was a very tough experience for him to take, and it's been quite a couple of days. We didn't know this has happened, but we hope that he's fine and he's better and he's up on his feet, and like he claimed. And we really thank God that it didn't get worse than that. Big M, please stay strong, and we wish you a speedy recovery. But he also goes to say, I met so many wonderful people in SA and went to many beautiful places. And like any other country, there will be bad eggs and that will try to paint the nation bad. So he's actually saying South Africans, don't take it too personal. I know these kind of things happen, so I'm not trying to write you guys off. You're a great nation regardless. We wish Big N well, and we pray that he gets back to his feet. Odumodu Blvck, coming from the successes of the release of the song that he got featured in, I beg your pardon, by Davido. It's been quite a couple months, and that song has actually done quite impressive numbers. And this guy is saying, you know what, I'm still here. I don't think that I'm only the kind of guy that will thrive off the successes of other people. I've got thunder, I've got fire, I've got basketballs in my belt, and he has teased a new song coming pretty shortly, and that one sounds absolutely fire. Coming from the successes of Funds that he got featured in by Davido, of course, that also featured Chike himself. They've been actually amassing a lot of success. They've been talked about. They've been in the spotlight for a long time, shifting camp or not shifting camp. But these artists will also do everything that they need to do for themselves to survive. So I don't think that Odumodu Blvck is an FC guy or a 30BG guy. He's everybody's guys because the other time we saw him chilling with Wizkid as well. But that's what it is, and we'll see how that one pans out. Keep your ears glued and keep your eyes locked on Gusto TV Africa because we're going to share you exclusive beats as that one pans out. If you see on your screen, you see a new card, not necessarily a new card. She's been there, done it, and Bloody Civilian is a brilliant artist, one of the guys who have come up, and changed the narrative of the Afrobeat movement, came in with their own sound, her own sound, and she's been really, really brilliant at it. And right now she's saying, what, I got a record coming, and this time around is going to be really, really smooth. Guys, are you a Bloody Civilian fan? Let us know in the CS if you think that she's one of the superstars that was supposed to look out for in 2025. Do you think she's going to be able to match Arya Star or Tyler's energy? Well, that's for you to say. I don't know, but let's give it a shot and see what she does in the year 2025. Bad boy OML. Is it OML or TML? I mean, he's been teasing a new project and says, I'm going to come in with fire this time. And these guys are undoubtedly the new cats, but the way they're moving really is quite impressive. And we are so blessed to see these guys, be so hungry for success and trying to toe the path of the OGs. It's going to be an interesting year, and we're definitely looking out for these guys. And he's saying, I'm going to drop a deluxe of Power Boy. And of course, he signed to Dapper. So it seems like Dapper is doing something right with these guys, because for them to be also be recognized and be in the scene and thriving this much, it seems like all is well. So is it a shade to Shea Vibes, of course, Muyiz or Charlie Poppy? Were they not patient enough? Well, put your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be right there to respond to everything. Guys, this is where we wrap up the news this time on Gusto TV Africa. I hope you guys have enjoyed your time being here with me, sharing hot beats with you. Let us know what you think. Do you think that Davido and the Wizkid comparison should stop in 2025 and we should just focus on just good music, enjoy ourselves so much, and really just support these guys as a unit instead of separating one from the other? They make beautiful music, and undoubtedly so. And this time around, we need them to actually come together to actually just make beautiful music and just end all these basketballs and all this back and forth. Let us know what you think in the CS, and we'll be right there to respond to you. This is the right time for me to take a bow, and I'll see you guys later in the day. Please stay safe and have a beautiful day. Guys, please don't forget to join us later in the evening because we will be right back. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys later.